Dinokeng is where the world's largest rough gem quality diamond was discovered in 1905. And a little over a century later, this is where Tokyo Sexwale came across a gem of his own. What sets this property apart is that it's literally the house that Tokyo built. During the struggle, he trained in military engineering. Whilst on Robben Island, he did a correspondence degree in commerce. But in between it all, he discovered another talent.
You're known as this political icon in our country. How did you go about finding this gem?
Well, it found me because I was looking for a place about 30, 40 minutes outside Johannesburg for the family, or 1 hour. And then, of course, I looked around many places, Wombats and so on, and I found this place, 11 families or 12.
Yeah.
They were selling, and I bought one of them, and then all of them decided to sell to my family.
I believe you studied architecture in prison. That's quite fascinating. Did that inspire the home?
Well, rumors, but that one is true. On Robben Island, prisoners, each one teach one something that you know.
Love
so if
that.
you're a lawyer, you teach other prisoners law, a doctor. Lots of people are learning from one Dr. Mkwape, certain things. And I learned, apart from studying accounting, I learned from, informally, a fellow political prisoner. I'm from the ANC and he's from the PAC, and a number of us became his students in architecture.
I love
with
that.
people like Mzi Kumaro and other
Wow.
students. Yes, so that's where it started, and I was inspired to look at things differently from design, creative point of view. And of course, I've applied that in this home. You can see, I'm sure, a hill across the two rivers, Henops and the Crocodile, and you realize that it's all about rock.
Right.
So it's rock, it's inspired by water, the rivers, it's inspired by reeds, and inspired by an African dream, which is a rondavel. You take a rondavel, which is an African thing, and take it one step very high.
This wooden sculptural installation echoes the rich local wildlife of the nearby Dinokeng Game Reserve, Gauteng's only free-roaming Big Five reserve. There's more than enough in this home's rich cultural nature to keep you fascinated for days.
I absolutely love what you've done with the African rondavel.
Well, as you can see, all that has happened here, leaving the interior out, which looks magnificent,
Absolutely.
can rondavel. And of course, you throw these pieces around. That's it.
I'm saying a piano, Mr. Sexwale. Do you play? Do you want to impress?
sometimes
Do you want to
do.
impress me and play some? I only know chopsticks, so
Yes.
I'll let you.
Have you? Do you play?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You take a seat.
Do you want me to take a seat
The
this
other
side?
side, and I'll
Okay.
sit this side. Okay, they say when you learn a piano, this is a C. That's a middle C.
Clearly, you're a collector. There's some unique deco pieces.
With this kind of a rural place, African feel, there's a lots of collector's pieces. We're a very good interior decorator, but I had to make sure that we intervene a lot. And my former wife, by the way, played a very strong role here.
Love that.
To make sure that some pieces are identified and where they put. But the final say is me here.
It's a tribute to authentic rural African homes with a wilderness lodge feel.
This really reminds me of my mother's store back at home.
Well, I would like to hope that you would see the effect of the river in design as well as the river uplifted. Here are the reeds. Instead of building something with wooden ceilings, you do the reeds. And of course, that effect carries itself right through.
So I was going to say that you've kept it authentically South African, authentically a little bit township. Can I say that?
Lona, absolutely, we can see that. Township also, but very rural. See the shiny floor. It's the African women. Remember, they built the
I would say,
houses.
it's a stoop when your
Yes,
mother used to
the
say, Malebo, go clean the stoop. And
This
you're
is
like,
it.
ah!
Stoop in African stoop is
I know.
stoop. So this is it. You bring the stoop effect, and that's what you have here.
Whilst known as a man of commerce, the arts are close to his heart.
So tell me about this area.
Here you can see the theme follows the reeds. And of course, the artwork around this place demonstrates commitment to assisting young African artists, particularly from our country as well. Then you have got these treasured pieces here. some from the Far East. And of course, this flooring here is different from what you saw in the Piaro area.
Very different.
You have more wood. So the wood here represents, we are in the wood. This is the jungle. We are in the
I love
forest.
that. We're in Africa.
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
Is this entire place green?
We are getting greener. By that, I mean that we're cooking with gas here, by the way, and we have just started installing a number of gadgets that are based on solar technology.
Amazing.
So it's out there. So I would like to trust that with time, we are completely going to get off the grid. And then, of course, the place is green. After all, we're in the jungle here. This is green.
The swimming pool has been adapted to reflect the same color as the river. Given the stunningly long summers, al fresco dining is indicated most months of the year. And when you retire for the night, it's to the crocodile or the henops king or queen rondavels.
Mrs. Sexwale, usually rondavels have quite small windows, but yours are quite big.
The windows have been dropped. They are large windows instead of small little windows for security. These ones are open. And here you have in the border one rondavel with another one on the side, another on the other side, bedroom covered by another bedroom, covered by a bathroom.
Some of the rooms have outside showers, and it's quite a getaway for the whole family.
Oh wow, this is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, do you like it? Huh?
Mr. Sexwale, is this Natasha, the Natasha?
This is Natasha, yes.
She is
Okay.
absolutely gorgeous. Can we get back to this boudoir? It's absolutely amazing. What inspired this look and feel?
Once again, it will always be there. Keep the colors low and not very shouting. Keep them earthen. And then, of course, the pieces that are broken here, make it very, very simple and let the feel of the rondavel take you. But at the end of the day, it must be magnificent.
It's at this site that the Henops River flows into the Crocodile and ultimately becomes that great African waterway, the Limpopo. It's a fine place to get perspective on life.
It's quite phenomenal that the confluence of the Crocodile and the Henops are here.
This place is very peaceful. We call it Dinokeng, a place of rivers. And that's why we have bird life, all these birds that are singing here, and it's very cool. We do a lot of fishing here, kayaking here, boating. But let me tell you, there are no crocodiles here. The crocodiles are further into the Limpopo where this river goes. This river goes beyond the Artepies Dam. So this is it. You can feel safe.
You can't help but be enamored by this massive, beautiful elephant.
The elephant is the symbol of the Sexwale family. It's on our crest, and it represents the power that we have as a family, but also the humility, because the elephant doesn't have a long tail. It's got a short tail, two big teeth, so you don't annoy it. You are careful when you deal with this family.
As a man who walked the talk from a young age and endured 13 years in a cell for doing so, his home is an expression of the freedom he and many others fought for. It's a space where you feel at liberty to move, think, speak, and be inspired by our beautiful country. Though there's also a gym and home cinema, when friends like Prince Tumbamuzi Dlamini visit, they prefer to just relax amidst the natural splendor.
We have been friends now for more than 20 years, and we take a pleasure, some of us, to be his friend, inviting me to the Dinokeng here, which is an amazing place. We come up for a retreat here. When we are tired, we come here. Thank you so much for inviting me, my friend. It's a pleasure really to have dinner here at your place tonight.
Mr. Sexwale, what would you say you love most about living in this home?
Tranquility. It is the opportunity to have a chance for recreation, but most importantly, creativity. So it gives you a chance to be able to think and to relax. And then you can go back to the rat race.
It's been such a pleasure to be in this beautiful, beautiful home. So good evening.
Yes.